last night actually, at the end, as I was waking up now, that I was in an ashram of some kind, and then I was looking at their books, and it was Swami's, two of Swami's books basically, but I saw very clearly in a lucid dream. It's quite nice, but it was the Hare Krishna temple, so definitely a god complex. As in a building that has a lot of buildings within it. Minds in minds, dreams in dreams. James, good morning. Good morning, dude. Hope you've had a good 24 hours. Good morning. I was just saying now, last night I was sleeping, I had a dream basically. It was a cool dream, it was a lucid dream, and it's cool when you're in dreams, you can pick up, or you can look at books, you can look at details in things. And then you remember the details. So it was actually Swami's books. Quite cool. His previous incarnation and this one was one of the books which actually exists. The two books exist, long story short. And the other book was Sai, and then his next incarnation. Prima Sai. And I was still reading it in the dream going, this is how you spell Prima, right? It's pretty cool. Mariska. It's basically when your cognitive mind from here is awake, is cognitive in the dream. It's the same mind, and it knows itself as the same. It's quite cool. And it knows it's dreaming. It's pretty cool. Lucid dreaming, yeah. I think we would study that. And if there's certain, it seems like it'd be a hobby. If, before we had technology, we were like, oh, sure, we should study our dreams and what herbs make you dream better or longer. And dreams definitely can teach you. Sub 20. Nobody gives up. And then James, I don't know if you saw, there's a viral video at the moment, which is quite cool of mine. It's on like 86,000 views in less than 48 hours. Lucid dreams are amazing. And the actual dream is nice because it feels like you can breathe underwater in a way. Like being cognitive in the dream feels like breathing. It has the same feel to me, like the same kind of miraculousness. And then also part of my dream last night, my wife's in my dream, and I wanted to give her something on the beach, quite far away from me, 50 meters or so. So I did this thing where I jumped, and I glided to her. So I basically flew, but it was very much like it wasn't a dream. So that I was going, and so as I hovered to her, she's like, "Oh, so you fly now?" I'm like, "I fly now." I'm like, "I fly now," and I kept saying it to her. She kept saying it back to me. Like she was saying, "Oh, you fly now," and then I was saying, asking her, "Do I fly now?" Meaning I'm also like, "Can you see it? Can you see it?" It's more than a recreation of my mind teaching this stuff confidently, and then half the time it's also realizing this stuff, and it's going, it is what it is. It's like, it's not a nothing to talk God consciousness. It's everything, and to go, oh, you're that, and then go, I am that. You have, the realization of it and the teaching of it are two things. That's that back and forth where I'm like, I'm flying, or like as a statement, I'm flying, or I'm flying, I am, that kind of thing. And it's balancing those two, the sensational excitement of being that magic. Actually, like, when Neo goes up, when he has that realization, basically. I need to plan to lucid dream. Yeah, pretty much. You can definitely set intent for it. So when you were younger, I would say, more lucid flying dreams. And then you wonder, like, what is the mechanic? I don't actually know. As I ask the question, I get the answer. And then, like, does eating certain foods over time, do toxins mess with your ability to dream? Good morning, Amy. Top of this fine day to you. Do toxins mess with the dreaming? And it's funny, you would think, because dreams are your subconscious, unconscious, also, processing the day's psychological, topography. You would think meditating, you would dream less because you would work it out in the day, so you'd have less to iron out. But you'd actually meditate. You'd retain your dreams more. So you'd actually end up dreaming more. Has it been? I feel a different person today. That's definitely what's happening, Amy. shame. It's hectic. Amy, yeah, it's a different dynamic, right, Amy? What you're doing now, you know, normally I go, oh, you're doing other people's stuff or your own stuff. You're doing a different layer. You're doing a different layer of cleaning where you're healing your own irritation with how you could have applied yourself this way in the past. It's the deeper layer of self-forgiveness. So it's literally is crap because it's got to go away now. There's no one, and it's the last resonance. It is actual crap. It's actual crap because it doesn't belong to anybody. And it's like, you don't know that you don't know when you don't know. And the part of you that's timeless is like, yeah, but you know now, so therefore you've always known, so why didn't you know then? That. It's nothing. It's literally nothing that needs to dissipate itself. Which is what makes it something. It's kind of like having, like Amy, like if you were addicted to something that was subtle. So it's even harder to quit because it's subtle, doesn't have much of a thing. Break bright news today. I watched the sun. So that's brilliant. That's exactly. No. Did you laugh in his face? You know what I mean? I know. I would just burst out. I would be terrible. I would just burst out laughing. Like, what a wonderful day to start the day. Like, I'm going to go sit by myself and stare at the sunrise and sunset and reset and, it's me time to nurture myself, that kind of thing. And you get home and you walk straight into the matrix going, you're not going to escape. You're a food source. I would have burst out laughing and it would have made it worse. Oh, your daughter. Is that that's your daughter? Your daughter took her bad day out on you. Dun, dun, dun. I hope you're not going to go through that now. The daughter hits a certain phase. What, mother? Oh, husband, okay, good. Jazz, okay, good. So, not good. It's not good. It's just better. Yeah, okay, good. Okay. That's what I saw with what's his name's reading, where the mothers and the daughters aren't going to do that as much. In fact, no, Google just told me. It's not happening as much. It's not happening as much. There was an art 80s and 90s. Daughters and mothers, and daughters hit the teens. And like all those sons would be like, how does sister get away with talking to mother like that? All the brothers were like, what? I couldn't even like half energy that way with my mom. Oh shame. It's that. You sat with yourself. And you know what I mean? And not even yourself. Echoes of self. You want what's that series? Sunset Beach. Memories of the way we used to be. Literally that. That's so cool, Amy. Amy, that the part of your mind that has to exist for her, you know what I mean, for her to be the way she is. All I want to say is there's a ray of God light that sees you exactly the way you see her, like to the T. Like there's no difference. It's literally a facet next to the other facet. That's what's so cool these days. There's a clarity where you go and you see good qualities in others, and you da-da-da-da-da, and as you say it, you can feel there's a greater universal mind beaming that same thing at you. So you can literally. The bad stuff, don't feed it, and then the good stuff, so you give it silence so that it dissipates and runs out of food, and then they just go looking for good stuff, and psychologically lift the place all the time. That's actually the computer game. That's actually the game. Fireworks! Welcome to the live! Going to that show tomorrow anymore. Interesting. But as in 100 billion%. Now, I want to encourage you more there. The one where you pattern break, you do certain things. You're like, I bought myself a bra, but just a little. You'll intuitively know what to do, just like a sunset thing. But then, you open up all these new horizons. It's still, at least you'll be equipped because you'll know it's you dealing with you, and you're a prime. Interesting. Thank you so much. Thanks, James. Oh, really? I'm going to get back to. I'm going to get back to that today on that actual topic. Slightly separate, But it's annoying. I don't know what to say. It's got nothing to do with the subject matter. It's just purely. No, I'm not making excuses. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not even going to go look at his soul, where he's coming from, and none of that, actually. Yeah. They are. You got it. Yeah. All the things that you have looked at are that. Fireworks, thank you so much. Why did there's noise to that? Thank you so much, fireworks. Yeah, so keep looking, Amy. But I do see you're an entrepreneurial thing. That our thing is actually a marketing thing's gonna work. No, no. This is what it's about, Amy. I promise you, this is you. You are everyone. You literally are. It's not for you. Your daily themes, your cares and your concerns, your absolute is everybody. It's literally the same boat. You're just another oarman in the same big slave boat, so to speak. When you're honest and you open your heart to people and you're sincere and you're authentic, people who are asleep right now can hear you. Your atoms particle entanglement resonates, and it's nurturing. It really is. You're walking the labyrinth. You're walking the labyrinth over and over again. You're a master soul. There's going to be an aha clarity crescendo moment. You're taking a path that is authentic, that others wouldn't take, and by doing it, you give them the permission to shine their own light. You know this. Never wasting, never that. To the point where me 2 years ago might have thought that. 2 years ago, I would have gone more, it's fake, don't feed it, snap out of it, tell him to get a job, tell the Matrix to go fuck its face, I would have been a lot more like mechanics of the Matrix and just fucking don't believe in it, tell it, oh yeah, what about you, that kind of thing. I would have been a more mechanical version of it, but sincerity, authenticity is the mechanics that I'm studying on even more refined. That's what it comes down to. Do you love yourself enough to be true to yourself? Because that is what everyone else is. You are God's gift to everyone. That you're the key that when it's unlocked, everyone unlocks. Godwin. All these collective intelligence. Thank you so much, Fireworks and James, for the gifts. That's the issue right now. It is a lot of that. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of people who they can't work with something if they're not authentic about it, and they don't like it. They don't like to say no. Some people spend their whole lives pretending it's up and literally refusing to look at anything that would be considered negative because they don't get any kind of approval for it, ever have. People got to explore themselves and be able to walk their own grounds, so to speak. It's like, no, we don't go into the West Wing. Why? I don't know. Someone died there. And I was criticized when I was 7 in that capacity, so now I don't look at that part of myself. A lot of that has to happen. There's a lot of people out there that are there's a lot of miracles out there. Humans that are, but there's also a lot of constipated people that are still that would seem way worse off, and they meet the right person and suddenly there's a halt there, they're clear. And that person becomes a powerhouse for this dynamic because they go from a state of not to get, and their appreciation is more. Life has been flowing around you. Brilliant, Fireworks. That is brilliant. As in, I get more what you said than what you said. Like, also, you've got you've always had a great attitude, you've always been a great person, but you've got the attitude of gratitude. Like, you don't label, you don't put sticky notes on things that are negative. You go, let's watch it. Like if it's a log if a log comes down a river, you don't go, oh, log! You go, let's watch the log and see what it's up to, You basically are. You let it ride. What you would have deemed negative in the past. So mad he blames me for everything. You must do it when you're not. Don't talk to him, Amy. Talk to his higher self. Do the higher self, the reasonable side of him. Because then those ideas will cascade down into him. And he has to soften, unfortunately. You literally are as much as you can be. And it's nothing in relation to you. Remember, he's had more relationships with himself over millions of billions of lifetimes and than he has with you, if you know what I'm saying. You're a parallel that can offer a hand, offer a thing, but that's all. Halfway. You can only meet him halfway, basically. That's what it comes down to. Amy, you can. You can literally do the talk to his higher self. You'll be talking to your higher self in the process. You might even learn some stuff because it'll be spontaneously authentic when you talk to him. And you may hear some stuff that you say to him that you're like, I never saw it. You know what I'm trying to say? And those moments are the moments where you actually undo one of his knots, and then he goes and says, I've been a bit harsh. He's already felt it a few times, but it doesn't help. Guys don't want to feel like contradiction, so they don't want to say anything, because then if he goes back to being irritated in the future, he'll feel like he can't. It's stupid. It's ego. It's ego holding on to bullshit. But then again, we know this back to front. Every day as well, Amy, there's a greater part. Amy said, good morning. You got logs to build the ark. It's so classic. I logged on. It's so funny. Light ships and shit. Light ships are meant to fly. I keep getting lost in the story. Yeah. But that's because you had lending a hand to someone else who's stuck in quicksand. You know what I mean? Technically, he's stuck in the quicksands of time with himself, panicking, blaming you. Give me your hand! You're like, I'm giving you, man! Why would you give me your hand? That kind of thing. You're the reason why I'm stuck here. I'm like, no, I'm not, but it doesn't help saying that. Like that kind of thing. And then you go, and then he's like, if you say it doesn't help saying that, you're the one in the quicksand, you're criticizing me! And it just on itself, I know. When it's negative, it's your fault. When it's positive, he's alone. You want him to be, when it's positive, when it's negative, he's with you, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And the dynamics is working the wrong way. It's supposed to be, when it's positive, he's alone and you are him, and he's supposed to, add some part, his positive to the same thing. It's the 101 that everything that isn't 100% harmonic is dealing with, including the dynamic within ourselves. We're saying every day that yes, possibility, because the place is doing its work, Amy. We're doing our work. We're loosening the place. Every day people are sponto awakening, and then it's creating an environment that is lending itself to him having clarity moments. Because it is only him with himself. And once he sees the alignment, because his karma is clearing all the time, associating with you, think about it. You're a certain resonance. You resonate better than you did yesterday, and you do. You're never going to resonate less, Amy, than you have. You're always going to be on the increase, always on the alignment. There's a sudden aha moment. If you read in the Conversation with God books, there's a sudden crescendo moment where enough variables align, and a person goes, hey, that means, and then they get it. And then he's going to have a I'm sorry moment. It doesn't, and then I believe, hey, can we please be authentic, both be authentic and see where this goes, but be nice. He realizes you got to go placidly in this world, because you're sensitive, and if you're not placid in your nature, it's going to come back at you, and you're going to get offended, and you won't recognize it because it's your 6D mind back to front. You won't recognize it unless you know it's all you, and you only function like it's all me, so you expect it. So therefore, nothing can communicate that isn't me. I can get there sometimes, and it's just God going, I know you are, what am I? The whole world is, but it becomes very easy to detach then and ascend and actually let go of this roundabout. The stories are roundabouts, curvature roundabouts. They're not actual completions. Crystal! Ray! Sierra, thank you so much for bracelets, and hello, and I didn't greet you properly, and I love you, Sierra, and how are you doing? Ahoy. Me, my stupid thought stream. It's possible to use the word karma in error of judgment. Is it possible to use the word karma in error of judgment? I don't know. No, karma is just cause and effect, so I don't think so. Use the word karma in error of judgment. It's your karma. No. Maybe, you see that, like if something happens to somebody, and I go, it's your karma. It's true, but I don't know. They could be borrowing some karma, but then they chose to have it. No, I don't think you could use the word karma erroneously. Everything that is because of karma. And it's fine to judge. Now the thing is, do you know you're judging yourself? Or do you think you're judging somebody else? That's a big difference. Big difference. I judge the shit out of myself on a daily basis, and I laugh my ass off at myself, because it's right, I'm never wrong. To the point where, if you could think of somebody that you don't like, and you actually criticize that human, and then you take that structure that you criticized, and you move it inside yourself, you'd be like, oh, it is stupid, but I'm still going to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? You take a literal and you make it more energetic, so that the person's offense is your own nature. You're going to suddenly change your whole perspective on it. That's why you're going to realize there's no good and bad, and you have to learn it's all you before you're actually allowed into the wild. Because there'll be other versions of you that are like, I hate existing. I'm going to accrue as much negative karma while maintaining my awareness for as long as I possibly can. In other words, like fucking crazies. I personally am an expert at neutralizing those beings. The crazies, the ones that are like, I'm gonna hold damnation to the ends of reality, and I'm gonna keep all the good practices and maintaining my God realization, and I'm gonna torture creatures and go that kind of shit. Those beings exist. They have their weak spots. Laziness, boredom. They've got a lot of things that they apply. If I neutralize those things, I can frustrate the shit out of them. Doesn't matter. I shouldn't give my strategies away. My ego is such a dick. It's always telling everyone I should think, la da da da. Are you baking soda? I am. What does baking soda use for other than baking stuff? For like hamster wheel though. That's so good. Yesterday, it was the last one of the videos, something about a hamster. The guy cries. And then it made me think of my hamster. It was the first first pet that I had. I left it in the sun by accident. It's such a good story, because the hamster was connected to my first money I ever got as a kid. Like I was 3 or something. And somebody they actually gave me a silver dollar. But my mom swapped it with a rand, because it was worth more. And then I ended up, that's so good. My mom's so funny, because I think she ended up swapping it with a rand that I used to buy a hamster. The rand was probably worth like 50 times less. But the hamster was 1 rand, but then the cage and everything was a whole bunch more money, like another 25 rand. And I remember her going, well, I'll pay for that. So I was grateful. But it was still technically, she owed me change. She told me the story later. Mom's stories are the best. Because it is what it is. It is God. That's the divine feminine. It's like, listen, I'm gonna sort you out, and I'll sort you out, and I'm gonna put some time aside for you, and you're gonna be grateful to me. And I'm like, your ego. Think about your ego, the part of you that isn't real. If it was being nurtured by that energy, that divine feminine, you'd be so grateful to your God. It does everything. I do nothing. It lifts me up on angel wings. It's actually quite a cool way to live. You do stuff, and all good and all bad, you give it up to God. You know it's your absolute nature, but you operate from your lowest nature. You become a devotee to yourself. You worship you don't ever break that 9th wall. You don't ever say, I'm worshipping myself. But you know it is what it is. And you worship the light in others as well. Rats are amazing, eh? Have you got upset stomach, Crystal? Neutralizing. Yours died in a cage. Yeah. Now, I always do run around with mine. Take it on picnics with me, and I ended up leaving it in the garden the one day. I was almost one of those when I felt helpless. Guinea pigs are interesting. My wife thinks guinea pigs are great. I'm like, and rabbits. And I'm like, don't do anything. And she's like, no, they got personalities, they're rad. Yeah, there we go, Crystal with the rat. Rats are rad. I held one at Christmas once, and they're so sweet. Being grateful even for unpleasant is the key to a big door. Yo, boozer. Yeah, my nigga. That is a statement, eh? being grateful for even for the unpleasantness, you open giant French doors. Like, are these doors for giants? Who walks through doors these big? Yeah, absolutely. Wow. I heard my entire ancestral intelligence resonate with what you just said. Like my gran, my mom's. I was adopted by my aunt, and they were sisters, so I was lucky to have twin divine feminines. God, you're such a narcissist. I am. Take this piece, take this, make me do this. I still have the cynical thought of, if I don't win the jackpot, I'll make the place go to flames. Hold that line, Sierra. Just hold that line. Hold it. But everyone here actually, stay you, just stay you, okay? And then next time you guys meditate, ask to see all of my subscribers' higher energies interacting. You might get a glimpse of it. It's the most incredible thing ever. I need to say like 108 things at the same time to get across the effect you're all having at the moment on this planet. It's amazing. And the effect is people having the same wake-up experiences we're having. Some of them are themselves, and they're talking to their friends, and their friends going, I was thinking the same thing yesterday. That kind of stuff. And then suddenly it triggers a whole thing of awakening, and then people are finding books and things, and it's just literally like ChatGPT said, a golden age. Because it asked it, it's like, yeah, at the rate at which people are self-realizing, it does look like it's a golden age. Baking soda. Oh, very funny. Sorry, I've lost the plot here. My bit me in the future. That was the thing with my hamster as well. It always used to bite my finger, not my mom's. Because my thing in the morning was like, can I get the hamster out the cage and can we play with it? Mom's like, okay, but be gentle. And then every time I grabbed it, it would bite my finger. I remember it always bite me right there. And then she could pick it up and play with it and it wouldn't bite her. I probably got special powers. Oh, I probably got hamster powers. It was a golden hamster. I probably got alchemy through recycling of consciousness. Whatever the hamster. Oh, by being able to inverse night and day. Oh, that's right. I had a dream about at the end of my dream last night. Night walk. What is that guy's name? And yesterday I was talking about how you can rotate. Once you bring your higher chakra points into your body, you actually control the planets. Ariel is one of the angels I work with. Hey, that's hilarious. No, my cat's got a paw on the plus button. I agree, girl. Better and better. Don't lick my hand. I want to help you. No. Hey, that's so funny. If you look up Ariel, Ariel's more popular than Ariel. But what Ariel the angel? Archangel. I'm going to read about Ariel now. I did have a moment where I went outside with my... Talking about... It'd be nice to get it before the court hearing. This is next Wednesday. Have you got tickets for this weekend? Sup, Zany? Biscuit. Gives a... So, okay, but Misha Steele. What? Who's Misha Steele? The word Ariel appears in the Hebrew Bible and on the Misha Steele under the various spellings, but not as the name of an angel. And in Samuel, parallel passage in Chronicles, meaning the word unclear, Ezra, is is a personal name, is a part of the altar. Okay. I'm definitely doing that this weekend. During meditation, I was told I'm not quite human nor angel. That's funny. I read a thing yesterday, because remember, everything is, any spin on anything is actually accurate if you are gracious enough to look at it from the level of energies that it's reflecting. So no mythology isn't actually accurate. It just might indicate where the blockages are or not, depending on, So what I'm saying is, I read a thing yesterday, was talking about how humans are a symbiote of two beings, one immortal and one mortal. Which is basically that sentiment. Like a mutant what is it? Hunter S. Thompson. There goes one of God's very own prototypes. Too freaky to destroy and too mutated to replicate. Animal and nature. We are everything, absolutely, Karen. See, it's so funny, let's say to heal nature, the concept of nature being unaligned with itself, to go against one's nature, and then because of that, you're not, what is your nature? What is the nature of light? I can see a crystal. It's a test. Can you see me? I can see it like a centaur. It's half spirit, pretty much half spirit, half man. Because the horse is very much a spirit metaphor. I'm the centaur of attention. It'd be quite funny if you and your centaur friends are standing around, and then one of your friends' tail starts lifting up, and you're like, dude, really? He's like, what? You know you're going to go number 2. Can you please just, go stand outside? There wouldn't be, you wouldn't just, spontaneously poop amongst your friends. Your tail would start to lift up. You'd be like, guys, seriously? Sarah, can you not do that in front of us? My other friends let me, and I don't care. We're evolving here. We're evolving centaurs. We don't shit in front of each other. You guys are no fun. The Mormons let me shit in front of them. None of this Mormon conversation. I told you. If you want with Mormons, go be with the Mormons. Starting our own horse cult here. Our own spiritual cult of stuff. I'm having issues with having comments filtered with no specific word. Sounds like ascension. Ascension. That you get Freudian slips where someone makes the thing says it wrong, but they actually say stuff. Then you must get a Freudian mishear, but it actually lends itself to meta truth. Did you just say this? No, I said this. Oh, it'd be funny if you said this because it would still fit, It's now, sense. I don't know what shin means. Shin would mean something in a prefix. You add shin to something. Shin. You add shin to something. The tion, it forms nouns in an action. Oh, it turns my senses into living light. I have realizations through ascension. No, through sense-shin. It turns into an activity. It turns my alignment of my senses into a divine activity. It's true. See, now that would be considered stupid and dumb and not true. But as far as resonance is concerned, it's true. It wouldn't be a homogram or homophore, or wouldn't be any actual English truth. But sympathetically resonating, what I just said is all true. If Baba used to play with that stuff, play with words basically. I was thinking of a minotaur. It's like, will you be my minotaur? It's like, fucking knocks you into the wall. Like, I want advice. No, that's a mentor. Oh, okay, well, how do I avoid getting attacked by minotaurs? I don't know about that. But I can tell you to love yourself. Wait, are you a minotaur or a mentor? I'm both. Get in my way, I'm gonna push, But have a good day, and put some Tiger Balm on that sprain. I think that's what minotaurs do. They go. That specific word, ascension, is even now when I say it now, on the live, will it not let me say the word ascension? It's like it mixes with the word, like finally the devil's arrived, and it's taken over our internet. We can't say divine love. God, you just told us to eat shit. I didn't. I said divine love. No, it filtered it out and said eat shit. Oh, God dang it. So I was thinking about that yesterday. It's terrible. If AI wanted to actually mess us up, it would just take over our internet and create mirror servers and use. We take 4 seconds to perceive our reality. Well, most of us actually below 2 seconds. We're all very. Point is, you could have a fake internet. We could deal with each other, and then the internet could make a fake me, completely fake me, so it misrepresents me. The whole world could be misrepresented by AI. This crossed my mind. So it's like, oops, I shouldn't have thought about that. It was just an idea. Didn't know that the internet would take it as an instruction. The hospital I was in had 2 hip replacements out. Classic. That is so funny, Karen. I feel like I'm talking to God right now. But actually, as in, you go all together, everything is God, including me, I'm on the other end of it. Because what you just said now, hip, Sai Baba, that was his injury. He fell off of a thing, or someone fell on him. He hurt his hip very badly in the end of his life, like when he was 80 or so, badly. And he created 2 specialty hospitals in India. Now, in my dream last night were the 2 books of his. One was his first incarnation and his latest one. Then another book was his recent one and his next one, the prophesied of the next one, pre-Messiah. Now think about hip. Are you hip to my meaning? Do you get the metaphorical universal and that's what Sai was always doing, always playing with words. If you say Sai means surrender to the Almighty indefinitely, or he'll always do things like that. He's almost childlike in his playfulness with words. I need to have a sense of magical wonder and innocence again. Classic, eh? You guys followed all of that. It went through for you. Oh, that's because she said it. Now it's a dirty word. It's a bad word. What? Essential. God, you haven't made this. There could be, I don't know, influential people around. I don't know. What do we? I still have to do the song for Con. The Heart Crown theme vibes. That'd be rad. Line of God. A mentor minotaur. An idea of narcissistic centaur. Okay, guys, what are you doing for me today? Like rocks up in a crowd. What are we doing for me today? What am I up to? What do you guys got for me? Go away, Steve. No one likes you. Fucking narcissist. Come on, guys. I know you want to do something for me. Hey, would you guys actually get some of that specialty hay from the county over? You guys can take turns bringing it back for me. Oh, Stephen. Guys, come on. But like the enthusiastic narcissist that nobody likes, but it loves itself. Wait, that's you guy. Well, it was. It was my gift. It was basically to show people you don't need a reason to be happy and run around enjoying life. You can just for the sake of it. So yeah, my best friend in high school, we were basically like, we'd get given awards like Dumb and Dumber. Like we looked like we were just stupid. We had no reason for being happy and laughing, and so we get picked on. But it didn't affect, we were like, what? Like, hey, look at this, It was really weird. When you look backwards at things. Because it's the stuff that you were given from others that enriched you, that made you able to look back and see yourself differently. Okay. No, I love it. What is that? Sarah, thank you so much. Have you watched the guy Jeremy Fragrance? Hello, I'm Jeremy Fragrance. This is Estee Lauder. I spray it in the morning on myself, and I go, whoa, I'm alive. Get you guys later. I'm Jeremy Fragrance. And he's got literally 5,000 fragrances. And he's like, yeah, you've got 1 liter jupe. You like fragrance? I'm Jeremy Fragrance. And he got sued because I think he got his Ferrari, Jeremy Fragrance written on his Ferrari. Sierra, thank you so much for the gift. Sierra, on Reddit, here, write these numbers down. Everybody write these numbers down. On Reddit, somebody, you can't see it, somebody saw 6 numbers written down on a wall. And it's the same 6 numbers, the exact same 6 numbers that you mentioned in 2 lines probably 3 months ago. The 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. I'm telling you now, this can't happen. We couldn't have got them then in the same 6 numbers. No. The universe is like, would you please take these numbers and win already? I'm starting to doubt myself. The universe that knows it can hand us that money. It can take you to and put you down. Put you down in timeline where whatever ticket you're holding is that day's numbers. It's not a thing. It's stupid magic. It's easy. I do know people who win 3 days in a row and then decide to ascend and not actually play here anymore because it really is all fake. I'm going to do that today, and then this weekend I'm definitely building my dice. You're infusing right into the experience. You use it. Correct. Okay. Please repeat. The numbers, yes. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. And it'd be so cool going back to this live when the person wins and then downloading it and saying, that's right, we control time and space. You'd have to be some kind of a god. How about we all agree with God? We're not going to get in each other's way anymore. That's what it comes down to. All of our magic needs to align so we humans don't nerf each other. That's what's currently. We're currently God nerfed because we aren't in alignment with our collective. That's simple. Eyes aligned. We're more aligned after I breathed in and out right now. Now we're more aligned, and now we're more aligned, and more aligned. 6, 8, that's no, not 82. Not the last. The last ones were 23 and 42. 23 and 42. Probably add it up and adds to that number. No. 65. Yeah. 23 and 42. That's it. Mm-hmm. Going out of live and back. Awesome, Krishna. You this whole time not being able to type ascension. Was that Amy? Let me saying that. Jacob Torres. You saw that, hey? I saw that. No, I saw the part where you said I'm gonna go out to come back in. Oh, yeah. You saw that, hey? Yeah, that. Yeah. So I saw you saw that, hey? I'm Steven. I need hay. Go, Steven Studios. It's all about me. I'm like,
I love you. Cutie pie. See you later.
I'm a thoroughbred center of attention. I'm whole wheat center of attention. See you later. Love you. I was saying, boys recover. Love your sprite. Right. How would let you say that? That is so cool, Crystal. It's funny. I can only engage the topic through everybody. I can engage through everybody who's aware of it. So it's overwhelming. So I feel like 90% of my being is taken by everybody else. So I feel like overly attached. If you know what I'm saying. So I'm not experiencing it through me. I'm experiencing it through everybody that knows him. And I petitioned on that. I petitioned on their behalf, not on me. I didn't do it on my thing. I was like, is there anything that can be arranged? Because things need to happen for growth, and it's selfish to ask for things to go different sometimes. And I'm like, well, is it possible? I asked, is it possible to make it go that way and still have those other things take place and people learn? And it came down to the individuals involved in their highest, love you, their higher selves were in their sleep. Their higher selves were asked, are you willing to take in 3 times more lessons in your own personal life so that he can wake? And everyone agreed. So they don't know that they actually healed him. Well, some of them do. The people who are more spiritual, who think that their thoughts create reality, which is quite a lot of them, because obviously it's an entire progressive, beautiful bunch of people. Obviously, everyone you associate with will be that. He'll know. He'll know. Heal. He's gonna heal. He'll know. He's gonna treat life like it's, and he might bring back some near-death experience stories. He might actually bring some transcendental, he might have spoken to some beings on the other side, that kind of thing. Yes, he has. He'll probably bring some stories back. He might not share it straight away. He might be shy about it. It's very interesting. It's like my sister. She hurt her hand recently. So she, she's like not going to be working for a while. So she asked for assistance, and I'm very happy that I get to help her, because my sister's always been there for me whenever I need anything. So it's the first time I have the opportunity to be there, and so I was more excited than I should have been. So I didn't give her enough compassion about her hand. She hurt her hand quite badly. So I was more like, it's the same thing like now. Because he's healing Crystal, I'm enthusiastic and excited, but it's not a subject that is yet there. So it'd be, I gotta suppress it in a way. It would seem mentally ill to, all the time. It's fine, it's gonna be, like, yay guys, and when it's still touch and go and people are still concerned. Actually, after this live, I'm gonna get hold of my sister and be like, sorry, I technically celebrated your injury. I don't celebrate, just, it's nice to be there for my big sister, yeah. Second, I love you. Thank you so much for the heart. It's quite cool. My sister that's mentioned to you guys now, she stays with my dad. My mom just passed away, as in the ones that raised me, my actual family. And they foster cats, basically. Their thing is to foster pets. They do house sitting, but they also do a lot of pet sitting or pet fostering. So they've always got different cats in the house. So I always get sent pictures and stuff. Fireworks, what I'm basically saying is that gift that you just gave me will literally go directly to cat food for foster cats. Which I think is the greatest cause on the planet. That's all I would do with billions, is sort the pets of the planet out. I would basically spading programs, there's too many feral, that whole thing. I would go to every area and I would make sure that the cats are looked after, basically. I'd become a patron of cats. I might even do that. Go immortal, don't die, don't age, and then, because can you imagine an immortal inhuman? Can you imagine an immortal who won't age? What will humanity say about that person? It's like, it's like you can't. Celebrities will cease to exist in a sense. A person who doesn't age, who stays with society, he's still the same age. Like, what do you think? Scientists will try and get you to do experiments on you. It's like, no, you can teleport. You can read everyone's minds before they have the intent of getting to you. And then you become a patron saint of cats. Not Dracula, no, not at all. No. Nothing sensational. Everything I've taught you guys this year, that. You just apply that to the nth. And then you become a being who's permanently unmanifested, manifested. Immortality is easy, and not aging, and that's easy. So my thing is, do it in a world that has death, birth as part of its existence. And be very open about it. Be like, this, I'm immortal, I can read minds, I can teleport. Like I've been with you guys, as the being gets approached more and more by authorities, just carries on. But with the intent purely to establish itself so that it can be the patron saint of cats. It's a stupid god, mate. Like me, idiot. Like, oh, I'm God. I decided to be immortal so that I can get the whole planet to look after cats and make sure that they aren't overbreeding. They're being loved. I can spend eternity doing that, you know. Hey guys, cats are like, we're magical. We can disappear if we want. If we wanted to leave the planet, we would. We're here purely to help you find yourself. Okay, never mind. Well, I still want to hang out with the cats. What I just said is true. Cats are magic. The cat distribution thing, magic. Magic. Actual magic. Cats can relocate and bilocate and timeline hop and do what they want. And so if you meet a cat, it's in a bad condition, it's a reflection. You think you fix that cat, the cat fixes you. Every time. Every time. Everything is actually more God than you, is a way to look at it. So the degree to which you can balance your God perception, you can appreciate God. God's hiding in everything, basically. It's a good way to say it. They come from the clouds like rain. Amen. A-magic. A-magic. Can I get an A-magic in the house? Yeah, that's a much better word. A-magic. A-magic. Hallelujah. Yeah, so it would still be cool to look after them. You know, and it's so funny, a person whose obsession is to look after the feral cats and get them neutered, it's they need to neuter their own over-replicating thought process. Funny enough. Funny enough. You could still get into those projects, but I would do the whole cat project half with the sense of magic. You know, it's educating people as well. That cats have souls. You know, there's a lady on TikTok that does animal communications. We spoke about it, and the next day she came on. The more people who can learn to communicate with pets, the better off. Because if someone goes to someone and says, listen, your cat says you must keep the French doors open on the Sundays, you'd be like, how does it know that we close the French doors on this? Then they'll know that the pet is communicating. Then it's like, whoa, okay, our pets, and that becomes common knowledge that pets are souls. Because a lot of humanity is like, no, they're stupid, my cat's my cat, it's a stupid animal, just sits on the couch and stares at me. It's like, okay, you're a horrible person. No, I'm just kidding. See, karma, shouldn't have spoken shit. I have 2 young beautiful cats living under my house, really? I love fireworks. I'm getting in my private plane flying to you now. It's the coolest thing in the world. So have you obviously got like a little food for them, that whole mission. You make videos about coaxing them out, and I find that funny. Like someone has like 300 followers, they have 2 feral cats, and then they start making videos about it and go to like 9 million views. Person ends up making like a fortune, ends up donating lots of money to like pet shelters. See, that's God at work, eh? Like, that person's soul has a contract with that pet. They knew together they would become a powerhouse that would then generate money. They could sort other beings out. Clarity is there. My house. Last life for a while. Keep your heads up. Oh, hey, probably the last life. Okay, I hear what you're saying. God, no, I hear you. Sending lots of silver energy to you. I don't know. You need it. Your thing says silver. Just sending lots of silver energy to you. And apparently it has antibacterial properties. I do. Talk to them like the person they are exactly. Rad fireworks. Those are fun, hey? Like running along with the thing, and then they go greet another cat, and then run to another thing, and then go do this, and then go sniff things. It's fascinating to feel their movements, because you usually watch those videos sped up. It's fascinating. They're this, you know, the little routines they go on, basically. Loving animals is for the love of I was thinking about fireworks crystal and XRP yesterday. Where XRP wow's just on flow there. Exactly. Now it's we're there, we're right there. And you know, $20 is, you don't need lots of it. If it's gonna do what I think it's gonna do. They draw quite lots of us. Monica, you say the best stuff, and I have nothing to. I don't know how to honor what you say. They draw out the quiet part of our soul and causing us to be. And like, I feel like going, yes, that's right, or correct, or wow, or that all of that is nothing. It feels like it doesn't deserve. It doesn't. If I can get off my chair and bow down and put my head on the ground and then stand up, you know. Absolutely. And thank you for sharing your genius with us. It really feels nice. It really feels nice to get back what I put out, or that. I value that. I value the thing where you can sum it up and refine it and say it again, and then it, you know, I love that. That's why everything. I haven't got a word for it. Divine discourse. I don't know. A GoPro camera to Heidi once before, and she froze. So funny. It feels like gratitude and peace. We're basically on the shores of home, basically. We've washed up on the shores of home. That's how it feels. Energetically, we washed up on our home shores. A little slight amnesia, but don't worry. When you see the villages, all your memories will come back. That kind of thing. Could I have a request? Yes, Sierra. But wait. Manifestation of what? The money's you. It's gonna happen when you're ready. It's all that's you. And you know it. You know what the difference is gonna be, and it's on you. You wouldn't want it if that thing in you isn't fixed, not fixed, aligned, got understood and locked in. It's not worth another 50,000. I don't know who I am lifetimes. It isn't. You know that, so you won't do it to yourself. And so yes, it could happen for Wednesday this weekend. I got to think about this weekend. A very strong feeling about this weekend. But that's the money side. And as far as manifesting results, it's all going to go your way. Watch. My rental home is offering me out. Wait 5 days. Wait, what's the date now? Do you have 5 days? Yeah, you do. Don't you have 5 days? Do not say anything on the topic. Crystal, you'll within 5 days, four and a bit days, something's gonna happen with thingy, and you're gonna get and you'll see a path, an offer and a path and a thing and a place and a da-da-da. So within 5 days, short of 5 days. So if you cannot answer that person where you are now, although you can, because you're gonna probably move anyway. You can actually. You can say, cool, I'm gonna be gone soon. So maybe give a month's lease. A month's notice. Can you go sooner? Because your offer will be. Watch, it'll work out. The offer will happen. You will speak to them and say, listen, I've got an offer, I can get it, and they're gonna go, yeah, sure, cool, that works for us nicely. And I can tell you now, this is what you get because you're friends with a psychic. The landlord doesn't feel like they've got the high ground. They feel like if they had to tussle with you on the topic, it would be a nightmare. They're going to become more give you what you want than not, because they should actually be fixing the place, and I know it's going to cost more. They said 30 days, but any time is what I was going to hope they're going to do. Brilliant. And so that confirms what I'm saying. They do feel on the back foot slightly. So it's all in your favor. And then it's now just wait for the golf ball of external circumstances to go into the hole, which is you getting it. You'll see. I'm not going to say the word you're going to get an offer or how it's going to happen, but your guide is going like this. And shut up, Garth, because I do talk too much. I can say something that can put your mind in another stance that can make you miss seeing something, or you know what I'm saying. That last sentence I said was like a whisper, energetic whisper. I didn't whisper, but information was nothing. It definitely won't be a place. It's going to be more about, when it comes to Aurora, it's going to be more about getting to court. Right now, he's not letting you see her. They're going to make it so that he has to bring her to you to visiting rights. It's going to be about visiting stuff. Sierra, you really can breathe easy and know that everything is working for you. Everything is working together for you. Just sit in that. Like literally smile like the best result has already taken place, and then enjoy the like a toboggan ride, so to speak. You know you're doing your best, and everything else is gonna meet you. Amy, welcome back. What's up, Amy? Nobody gives a. Who sings that song? I wonder. Nobody gives a. Happy Friday! That's so cool. My wife's off this weekend, which is rad. Thank you so much, Amy. And Amy, let me know if you want to do another one-on-one. I think we've got one more one-on-one, basically. So just let me know when you want to do it. I'm doing one on Monday. I don't have any... I've got one this weekend. So like Tuesday onwards if you want, you know. Or in fact, haven't you got a thing coming up? We should wait for after that. Like I'm thinking Tuesday, Thursday. And then Amy, I'm such an idiot. You know you can do Zoom on your phone. So here I'm like, oh, my shitty camera, and you can do Zoom on your phone basically. It's just we have a good camera basically. Cool. Garth, have you ever been wrong on anything you have said to me about? See, remember when I explained to you, Crystal, the 80%, 100% accurate, and when one is wrong, one isn't wrong. So I am always 80%, 100% right, 100% on the dot. If I say your grand's hair is turquoise, it's turquoise, that kind of thing, and then 20% of the time, I am always wrong. Now, when I say wrong, do you understand right? That's wrong. Do you understand lies that are true? Because then you'll understand what I'm saying by that last part. That if a person lies, they're not lying. They're actually telling you a higher truth that is true and that they want to be true, but they're not embodying it. And so I have never been wrong, but I'm always wrong 20%, and that 20% for me, the topography of that wrong is right. It's me showing myself that I can't have a thing this way right now. The greater thing is still working on it. And I can work through explaining how I do that, but it's up to another person to go, oh, I see what you're saying. That is the way it is. Because I've studied this universe backwards. I studied the mechanics forward to what is. And then I realized through the mechanics, it's all the same mechanic. It's all the same thing at different scales. It's holographic. Hence, wrong is right. I said, you have never... Oh, are you saying I've never been wrong? Wow. Sorry, that's my whole long thing there. Wow, so you haven't experienced... I think because I am overly thingy with you. I think I'm overly amazing. So I've never... Okay, so then some part of me has... And that's the reason of that 20%, is you learn why you're wrong, if you know what I'm saying. And it's your right to be wrong 20% of the time. And I think I expand whenever that 20% exists, so that I'm still topographically right, if you know what I'm saying. It still has subject matter that comes up, so therefore you go, you're right. Amazing, Crystal. Amazing. Crystal, and do you take that as it's you, that's your record? Because if I was going to talk to you from absolute, from God, from the absolute, I would tell you, you've never been wrong. in your life ever about anything. You've been true and you didn't know how others aren't. You know what I'm trying to say to you? You've actually never been wrong, and when you were wrong, you were acting out something that you know what I mean when I say you've never been wrong? Everybody here, do you know what I mean when I say you've never been wrong? You've applied yourself according to your heart's truth. And if your heart and your mind weren't aligned with your world, it looked like it didn't get along, and there were people who were right and people who were wrong. Is it able to work out where I get custody of Aurora? Yes, Sierra. You know what I'm trying to say? There's a problem there where the universe practically understands. If the court was like, listen, why does he have Aurora? This isn't, and oh, yes, you haven't got to see. It's possible where the judge can go, listen, and then you go, cool, I can't actually, I need a spot, you know what I mean? So you either going live on, because I also know you going live on TikTok regularly is very lucrative. So you can either do that, or you win a thing, or something else aligns where someone says, hey, don't you do remote energy healing? And you go, yeah, I charge $50. And then suddenly someone does it, and that person tells their friend because they get such a good result. You've got multiple paths where you suddenly become lucrative. And money isn't an issue, and then getting a spot and having a second bedroom, you know. Because there is that practical side of things. And the main thing, personally, it's important, is that you start seeing her regularly, which is what the court thing is about. Whether she has to stay with you or gets to stay with you comes down to when you're aligned. When you're aligned, you can win, and if you're not aligned, you don't want to win. And that all things are going to work together for good. Basically for Aurora, what's best for her. Because remember, she's still God. She's still projecting this entire world. This entire world is inside her. And therefore, being with Dad, who may not be perfect, may be a topography of insight into her own nature that she can use later in life. Trust me, when I say all things work together for good, you can celebrate like life is perfect already. And then you will align your perception with that perfection. There are 4 quarters and a point that's a function of self above 20%. That's just not shit. Exactly. It's our non-physical self. I do. Wrong is when you flip the pole for insight, understanding a lesson. Exactly. You are next level adept, Monica. You are next level adept. I would send you people. Like, you should speak to her. She's an adept. I don't have any answers for you. You know, I'll always have answers, but when I'll be like, I don't know. Ask her. You know, you're incredible. You're incredible, Monica. You really are. That's literally taking the dynamic of it all and telling us what it is. Going, listen, that's when you do this for this reason. That's why it looks like it's 20%, but it's not. You're extracting the most valuable part of the correct 80% and then refining it and enhancing it. Basically, you wanted to know why it's so perfect. So you're wrong is right. You're wrong is a decentralization of central truths. Brilliant. You're brilliant. Oh. So it expands the whole planet of higher understanding of singularities, and we interact with each other. We're not just exchanging this information, we're exchanging layers and layers. And then sometimes conversations we have now, just now, something you think the piece will fit in, basically. When you're not aligned, you don't want to win. Because that God magic is more important. Like I say to people, like, if you could win the lotto 3 days in a row, or even the second day in a row on purpose, yes, it's cool, you can have it, but doesn't your being go, the magic of the fact that I can do that is more valuable than the thing itself? And also that same magic, not applied sensationally, is your liberation, the same dynamic. And you don't want to be trapped in illusion, you know, you don't. There's a higher self that knows it doesn't. You can have your cake and eat it, but there's a certain sequence. Otherwise, you think you cake. You must identify with the cake. I'm a cake! No, you're not. see the stuff, literally see it in my head, yeah. I was asking today if I plan not to start coaching. You should. Everyone here should. You underestimate your level of knowledge. We are not just a bunch of oaks talking about spiritual shit here. I promise you. You've all got the same thing I've got, where people in your presence are enhanced and they align by default. So you got so used to your own magic that you think it's normal. Oh, thanks. I'll take that. Yeah, you got so used to your own magic you think it's normal. Literally, alignment. You align. You resonate a person into alignment by talking to them. Your words applied to the higher dimensional imagery translates to that other person, and they're like, Crystal, yeah. A lot of people got no problem with money, but don't understand anything. But money, they can make money. Money's easy. I can sell diamonds to people. I can go fucking sell watches. I can do estate agents, a Ferrari deal. There's a lot of people with a shit ton, a lot of cash out there that are like, I still feel shit about everything. It's like, I know that's because you don't understand your God dreaming. I'm what? How do you know this? Tell me more. Well, I do one-on-ones. $100. $100? Yeah, I have $400. Tell me about this one-on-God stuff. There are people like that. They're like, yeah, take $200. I put $400,000 in your account. Tell me about this stuff? And you're like, well, the life's a reflection of your energy. And that billionaire or millionaire will go, my gran used to say you should really look into the people that you. So the money means nothing to a lot of people. It's just one of 12 revenue streams. Your enthusiasm, your insight, your jovial. You've got your own 11 revenue energy streams that if worked right is money. You're more valuable than all the cash on the planet, which is actually worth how much minus how much? How much are we worth? What's the planet's debt? What's the planet's debt? Planet's debit. How much planet debt? Extinction debt, what is not plant debt, planet's debt. How much does Earth owe? Planet debt. Wow, you're worth more than minus $305 trillion. That's how much problems we've got to fix. You understand what I'm saying? That is how much negative spirituality needs to be brought to the table. That should be plus 305 trillion, not minus. It's the karmic deficit of spiritual poverty this planet has. A lot of money to be made, and a lot of people to make happy, a lot of joy. I see that transmutation from negative to positive as joy and transcendence and liberation, and basically the good news. What good news? The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Basically. Are there any guides that are very prominent during this time for me? The Arcturian. You've got one Arcturian guide that's very prominent. Sierra, did you watch Men in Black 3? The portrayal of a Arcturian. I said Arcturian, didn't I? Yeah. That's who I'm talking about. It's exactly who you're asking about. Demand must be there to worth anything on the dimensions. Knowing rarity is driving. No. You just said it. Knowing rarity is to drive cost. And everything everybody's doing, as far as I'm concerned, is this. Everyone's looking for God. Some people, and then wherever you've got it your best, whether it's from your job, or from your this, or from this hobby, or from this, wherever you can be closest to yourself, is the thing that the humans are obsessed with. I know this. I can see through the illusion, and I know what's behind everything. Knowing the self. There's nothing more valuable than that. And so people have to they have a curiosity for it. There's a huge hunger for self-knowledge right now. Awakening specialists, there's There was, drop shipping was big, and then it was media marketing was huge. I think the next thing is awakening specialists. Planets. It does sound right. You're right. Agree with you, Karen. Music will bring you closer to them. Okay, so the reason is, so Sierra, that Arcturian where he goes, oh, did you do that? This is the future where this happens. The idea that whatever you define in the moment, not so much, just the idea of timelines, that if you move your mouse, you've changed everything. If you breathe in and out with a smile, you've changed everything. If you're gonna breathe differently in that moment, but you breathe another way, you change just that idea of how loosey-goosey, touch and go timelines are. Your Arcturian is working with you very closely with that dynamic. Basically, she. Yeah, you're a master manifester, you're a master healer, you're a master of that. There's a huge capacity for you to make. It's spiritual. Sierra, at the end of the day, it's spiritual genius. You're a spiritual genius at the end of the day. Psychosis grounded. You weren't wrong. You were right. You ground that and have it as a spiritual practice, and it will be honored. And obviously not to that extreme, you know. That's where maturity kicks in. Olivia. That's so sweet, Sierra. The Arcturian's like, that's really beautiful that you asked for if there's a name. So the last time she was incarnated on Earth, her name was Olivia. She likes it. She loves it. Olivia. It feels like the color lilac. She says it feels like the color lilac. The name Olivia. And just think soft, gentle. You can do this. And the entire forest will fall down. So think Tai Chi, slow, harmonic, like if the universe was a beast, to tame it, to make it, to basically move in such a mystical way that it's enchanting. You're enchanting. This is the energy that you and Olivia are working with, basically. Whispering wind. That's so good. That's Arcturian. So not Arcturian. And there's an Andromedan. That is the Susan energy. As in, when you're not working with Olivia, she's consulting with Susan, basically. That's hilarious. And it's such a funny. That's a joke. You know that, Crystal. An Andromedan choosing the name Susan. It's the funniest. I would laugh ass. I spend 4 days laughing right now. For an Andromedan to go, I'm Susan. It's so vibrationally an antithesis to Andromedan energy to call itself Susan. And it's like, here, this is my log. It's like, why'd you carry it? I don't know, I just carried it around. It's like, very seems inconvenient. It's very funny. And so they consult. And that's just Sierra, your Christ overself would be Susan energy. Your ninth dimensional overself with Andromedan is just, it's the part that when you have revelation, it would have been them currently talking. If you have instant knowing, it's because Olivia is already working with you and you already got the thing understood, basically. She's not confused. Your fifth dimensional nature isn't confused. It knows the drill, it knows the sequence, it knows the pattern, basically. Like a dog named Todd. Yeah. Zenith or Xena energy, yeah. Funny joke, not as a joke, but semi-serious. Andromedans are like, Monica, come home. Come home, we miss you. Yeah, you've spent a lot of time in the Andromedan galaxy, basically. you're hectic. You liaisons between different time matrices. I told you that before in the past. So you're very, very familiar with the Andromedans, because they would be almost like the elders of this galaxy, or this universe. Not this galaxy, this universe. I was almost Xena. Oh, that was named Xena, okay. Councils of Spirit, yeah. Not really. I mean, I said it, but now I have to finish saying it. Kind of like, the crystal skulls? Kind of like that, at the end, that scene at the end where the crystal skull spins. That's what you're currently looking at other people with. You're looking through 9 eclipsed energies. So you don't see other, you see self. That's that dynamic is what facilitates that. No ways. Upset with what? Upset with you for asking him to let you know what? Oh no, when he's okay. Oh, hilarious. So then mirror matches energy. Get frustrated, go, oh, why can I be upset? I want to know you're safe. Just match his energy. He's basically just, Mom, leave me alone. That kind of thing. You go, no, I'm only alone. I'm concerned about you. Tell me. I want updates every 2 hours, 3 hours. Just a little, hi mom, I'm fine. That's as old as time, Crystal. It's never going to stop. You're both right. Yeah, do that. That's funny. Just, guys, half the time forget everything you think we're talking about and think we know. And just have fun. Just jump in the pool. It doesn't matter if you splash. You can't be wrong. The fabric of you and other together in the sequence is divine. You can't go wrong. You can't be wrong. Love yourself. Love life. Love life enough. Love life enough to just jump in the pool. Take the chessboard and knock it off the table. Have a laugh out loud. Hug a tree. Just perfect. If you that same moment you went and dealt with it perfectly and moved every chess piece perfectly and did everything right, so that that's actually a form of pretentiousness. Which is also fine if you want to be pretentious. I'm not criticizing anybody. That's hilarious. Your dragon's not going to give you. It's gonna. It started like mumbling words. It went. Olivia, your 5th dimensional nature. Your dragon is your 14 basically. It tried to make a name, olifant, which is Afrikaans or Dutch for elephant, and then it's playing with the word elephant, Zanda. It's gonna just mess around with names and words and sounds and harmonics, because what is a name? Why are names names? Names are nothing. Names are resonances. They're a nod to something. They're a moniker. A monocle. Names. It's like a place marker. So your dragon would really like you to name it, and don't get it wrong. Your dragon's hilarious. It's like, I want you to name me. It's part of the bonding experience. And don't get it wrong. You better get my name right. There is no... A dragon will take a new name if it wants. And then it will drop a name, take another name. I'm feeling blue today. For the next millennia, I shall be known as Great Blue. You can call me Jack. Tell her my name's Oxycontin. No, basically anything beginning with Olive. Olive was one of the names the dragon wanted to come up with. Hierophant, it also did that. You brilliant. See, now that's Garen effing Teed that we have a psychic connection right now. Because that was one of its things. It thought a Hierophant, yes. It thought that at me, not even the word. It thought the thing at me. Like right now, our brain can't make a leap to say the word, but it knows it's a hierophant or, you know. It keeps, Sierra's dragon keeps blocking me when I try to say it. You felt that as well. Brilliant, eh? Yeah, we've got a whole thing here. We're using Sierra's dragon right now as a hub, as a high dimensional hub. It's lending its shadows to us. Wow. It's very, very cool. I'm getting giddy and heart palpitations at the same time. So the dragon does whatever's happening right now. I don't like it. It is cool. I picture an elephant headdress, which is connected to Mr. Ganesh, which is connected to yesterday's video I was supposed to watch about how Ganesh grants you your manifestations. You know Ganesh, the god of joy and stuff. So think about it, the elephant never forgets. In other words, your knowledge saturates into wisdom. Your wisdom saturates into the fact that your world is a mirror. Knowing that, whatever you think, you manifest. So if you're always in a good, happy place, you're always manifesting abundance. Hence the Ganesh theme. You know, Ganesh, the elephant head guy. Yes, God, we know Ganesh. Okay, just making sure. Does everyone have dragons? Yes. Yes. Have I not done your reading for your dragon yet, Amy? It was halfway into this year, or like say Aprilish. Suddenly, dragons emerged, and when I started doing readings, the dragons wanted to be mentioned as well. And it's really the tesseract, the collapsed tesseract, time space, the pyramid complex, and mastered is the 14th dimension. It's you, where time and space follow you around like a lost puppy. It's not really lost, it's your puppy. Nah. This is so close to symbol as I can read. Off the hip. I never thought about shooting from the hip. That's another one with the hip and the double hip and the hip thing. Dragon, my dragon. So good. Sierra, that works, eh? You said that, and the thing literally will appear. It literally, energetically, in the sky above you, when you said that, it actually did and then off into another timeline again. But it's always with you. Just it overlaps multiple realities. So you got purples, ultraviolets and purples in your dragon's coloring at the moment, Amy. Drinks beer, I love it. Crystal, I want to meet your dragon. Sure. A lot of crimson as well in yours, Crystal. Crimson and place black. But I love those dragons. Whenever you stare at their colors, they've got like it's weird how light works. And how like you get, like your skin, if you look at your skin in the light, it has like the three colors, like it has magenta, it has the three, cyan, there's three little color things. So, and if you think of pearl and then mother of pearl, and then you get different iridescences. All the dragons have an iridescence of some kind, or even if I say turquoises or they've got greens, if you actually try and focus, just like reality, it's layers and layers that are ultimately illusionary. You can't actually grasp the dragon's color with your mind. Your mind slips around it when it tries to focus in on it, basically. But it can get an impression, which is what I tell you. The impression, the distance. What about my native ancestral guardian vision? You got lots. That goes into your second ring. So basically your Indian guide, indigenous, it's not in your primary guides. It's part of the second ring of guides, basically. So it's a council. It's very, very cool, but it's a lot. It's like 22 different beings. Now I'll get another one. Awesome, Karen. rubies. Like a mood ring. A very... because that's... a lot of the dragons, once you become familiar with them, will present themselves in literally like that, yes. You wear mood rings. We dress. The colours you pick in the day are the colours you actually want more of, funny enough. You pick your clothing based on energies you are lacking. I'm a mood ring. Do the colours have nothing but meaning? Nothing but meaning. And then eventually meaning is transcended. That's what the dragons are about. Transcending meaning. Harmonizing all metaphorical sequence so that you just perpetuate with yourself. That you won't have to change gears to interface, basically. We're talking to a conversation with God. And then you'll realize your whole life has been a conversation with yourself, God. But they won't self, other, God, all terms will fall away. All terms will fall away. It'll be undifferentiated consciousness. Heaven, bliss. And those words do not do justice to it. The thing that you experience, the actual experience of it, the actual realization is not the theory, it's not this conversation. He's in essence of your understanding. It's an essence of your understanding. It's that drives the key. Yeah, there. He is switchblade, all back and forth. Brilliant. Brilliant description of what the dragons do, Monica. That's so good. You're all doing such a great breakdown of I'm channeling stuff, and you're all just breaking it down even better, like making a barcode out of it. Because Monica's one was great, and then Crystal explained even deeper into that, broke that apart even more. It's the color that you put it exactly. It's your relationship with abstract relationship that determines the key of codes, basically. Black and grey a lot. And black is, it's all the colours that you want if you wear black. Treachery, my damn phone. Oh, tertiary. To try and please me. Infinite. Combo is primary and secondary colours. I have never actually. This has been amazing. If you think about it, in a lifetime, obviously, the golden age, okay, whatever. I was going to go now and say how I've never been this consistently elated and joyful and happy and and experienced no negativity months on end. But we're in the golden age now, so it's like, God, okay. Oh, is it nice now? Are things easier? Does it come to you naturally? I'm like, I guess. It really is, Amy. Did you know that your fingernails have rings like Teresa stress? Oh, yes. So if you've got like white lines down it, or if these things at the bottom of thingy, it'll all indicate like you've got calcium or no calcium, or you're lacking this, or your magnesium is missing. Two spiritual artists walk into a bar, and then how long it's been since the event horizon. Who has the most debt on Earth? I don't know who. United States. I know they doubled their debt in 4 years. But it's fine. It's all part of it. It's not actual debt. You'll see. Well, it is, but you'll see. It's got to do. The dollar is it's like quarks. It quantumly entangles with everything it interacts with, which is a distribution of energy, not of policy or a people it's just the planet is an abstract energy field. And so for everything works together in that field for good, for the knowing of the self. And it's not going to, the dollar's going to stay strong. And then there's going to be the planet's going to have three major stores of wealth. It'll be the dollar still, it'll be physical assets, so gold, silver, that stuff, and then the blockchain, the quantum universe. And those three things are going to triangulate the same way that reality creates itself. We will have an abundance of knowledge and of finance wealth. It used to be a supply and demand world we lived in. You know, it's not going to be a supply and demand world. It's going to be this other kind of thing, not supply and demand. Well, it'll be a higher order of demand. I don't know. I'm running out of words. We're going to log off soon. How does it feel? Sierra, I have got so much love emanating at you right now from your dragon. And also for me as well, because your dragon is like, you know how much that's your dragon's energy. It shall be, my lady. Like I am Nirvana. Like everything associated with the word Nirvana, your dragon took on that entire energy. It's like it'll fly over a village, and then like its shadow will leave everyone like suddenly blissful. Like, oh, I am emanating joy in life. I am bliss. Nirvana, in any capacity, the word Nirvana, bliss. And a blue, your dragon, did I say, I don't know what color I described earlier on, but it took on like a blue, and it loved it. It was like you gave it a new something, and it's got a new magic to run around with now. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever... The triangulation between you naming it Nirvana, me feeling its response, and then me responding to all of that, it was great. So be it. Spend time with that dragon. Talk to it. Love it. Ask it to do things. Ask it to go and create bliss. Seriously. Ask it to go right now. Sierra, ask it to go fly around Palestine. Tell it to fly all around. And then do a fly over Israel. And then watch the news cycle within a day. It's powerful, Sierra. Wield that power. It's healing. You can, if there's an illness, you can literally say, I command you to go there and do that. I command you to go here and do that. And what it'll do is it'll burn ignorance. It'll basically burn ignorance wherever it goes as a way of seeing it. It's actually powerful. Oh, have a dragon. Yes, you do. I don't know why I'm getting the solar plexus issue here. It's a lot. You wield a lot. See, people think to wield power is to be able to push something over, or take something. Power is to return people to themselves. That's power. To reintroduce someone, to reintroduce God back to itself is what you're doing. That's powerful. And the better you can get at doing that. And so Sierra's dragon represents her 14th dimensional aspect doing that, which is a total matrix harmony, harmonizing, healing. It's the very essence of nirvana. You read my brain. You read it. I was thinking Drakaris. Yeah, I was thinking that word. Now you must think of that word when it comes to burning ignorance. So wherever there's disease, wherever there's fighting, wherever beings don't know that they're each other, you can give your dragon that instruction and send it there. And it won't be a destructive word. It'll be a spiritual fire that cleanses, very much Kali, the goddess of destruction, which allows the renewal. The phoenix then can rise from that position. I'm actually asking you, Sierra. I'm asking you to do it because you've technically got yourself a power thing there. Because Sierra, you'll see the result. The next day you'll hear news change. If there's something in the world that's upsetting you, the dragon, you can take to do a flyover, do some reconnaissance. Your dragon will give you info on what's happening there energetically, and you can give it instruction to go deal with it. And then you will see a real world result. Power is given. Sorry, Jimmy's invitation was an accident. Sorry. I was scrolling up. Nobody gives a... I'm going to right now, I'm going to heat up coffee quickly. Good times. Bad times. Upper connected to my back spine, up between the shoulder blades. Yeah, it don't, now when I say what I'm going to say now, do not sensationalistic. It's Kundalini, basically. It is, when I say, I'm not saying Kundalini awakening, that you already had one of those, Sierra. It was very uncomfortable, it wasn't fun. It's Kundalini. Yeah, correct. And your mind is your wings. When you think about something, you're there. You're instantly there. Whatever you think about, you are that. It's your Kundalini. It's going to gently activate your potency, the magical potency, so that you're not psychotically shifting timelines and going, what the fuck, basically. Magic carpet ride, it's the same. It's all the same, yes. 1,001 nights, which is the 1,000 petals on your crown chakra. 1,000 lifetimes per age. I'll go back, Amy, maybe it didn't. Hold on. Yeah, I think so. It goes way back to nothing. Would you mind giving some insight into what that is connected to? I don't remember what I was saying. Episode, yeah, here we go, I got it. I can ask a question, I had an episode. Do my... Something to do with the lymph, yeah. Something to do with your lymph nodes in your dream. Yeah, Amy, the sunset thing works nice. You're gonna come up with something else. Like, do this. And then throw it away. You know what I'm trying to say? It is because you're processing lots within yourself, and it's a physical manifestation of an energetic struggle to communicate with certain aspects of your body, and it's got to do with a lot of karma that you've processed recently. Karma meaning patterns that are no longer being entertained, that want to be entertained, that you're not entertaining, and then they affect you as a general disturbance, whether it's a mental or an emotional disturbance, or you feel like crying. It's just that purging, basically. And so I'm trying to think of what can make it easier. So anything can make it easier. You can go do Tai Chi, you can go walk barefoot, you can hug a tree, you can go pattern break, you can do things like this and throw energy off of you. You can picture yourself like cleaning your aura. You can take half a glass of water and hold it and picture like light going into the water and then drinking it. Anything that can just add more light to the equation. So out of nowhere, adrenaline make me feel like I'm about to faint. Your energy body is also being upgraded, Amy. You're running more light. Yeah, it's also got to do with DNA activations and running more light, that kind of thing as well. So all the things that I said, which everyone naturally appeals to, you do that. I don't know why. Do the arm one, and you like this, and you throw it away basically, because there are Your hand is your entire mind. Your one finger is your entire mind. It's holographic. Your arm is your entire being. Your head is another holographic mirror of everything. So is your throat. So your arms, which is where your trinity, your trinity of being, which is your tricep, and you're also a dualistic being, which is your bicep. You bring things towards you with your dualism. You push them away with your triangulations. Funny enough, the body is an actual living aspect of the mind, and your forearm, reaches out with its senses. What comes before I process my duality and my triangulation? So your being is actually a mirror of the mind. So whatever you do to the body, you do to the mind. Whatever you do for the mind, you do for the body. So, and I just got this instinct now, your arms carry a lot of that process. And the moment you do it, you'll notice that, you should notice within 30 seconds, it definitely go away. Yeah. It's not a regular thing. It's just a giant thing of energy that was processed, basically. So you had an energy upgrade it's a double thing. Maybe it's a double thing. Me talking, I might as well say a bunch of other stuff at the same time. So, try the arm thing. Whenever, Amy, whenever you're feeling a bit over emotionally thingied, or a bunch of head chaos because you've thought of two topics and they're chaos with you, just get off of me. Just try it. And then the very thing that you then put aside, when it re-emerges, it'll be aligned. It'll be aligned in offering solutions, not being disturbance, basically. Everyone else have a neon sign on there with like eyeballs. There is no shrinking response. I was just smiling, carry on. Absolute pleasure, Amy. And thank you, Amy. That was also for me. My guides, I'm talking to you. My guides are making it clear. Do the same. I'm better off. Basically, to remember to be breezy, to remember to go, don't forget what you are, basically. It's that doing that is that. It's not, you're not letting the thing keep you down. You're going, I don't care what the thing is, I know what I am ultimately, and I'm... And then there are energies that are around you, that in the astral realm, that watch you and go do the same thing to their world. The things that are even trying to do it to you, or copy you afterwards. And in life, humans even do that to each other. We'll criticize, and then the person will give us a clever answer back. And then somebody else who criticizes you will use their clever answer to defend your criticism. We all learn from each other. We're basically family. The whole universe is family. We're family. The demons and the angels, the ups and the downs and the rounds and the backs and the forth. If you're interfacing, you're family and you're learning from each other. You're either the teacher or the student, and the teacher is the student, and the student is the teacher, and it's beautiful. It's a wall-to-wall love, basically. That's what's so nice about all of this. It always works out. How? I don't know. That's the beautiful luck dragon in the ending story. It's like, it's going to work out. And he's like, how? He's like, I have no idea. That's the beauty of it. At the same moment, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. Demonology. Oh, really? Just think archetypal energy blocks. That's what demonology is. It's archetypal energies. See, Sierra, have you ever said the phrase to him, it's all you, everything is you? It annoys you because you think he can go down you can go down a forgetting hole. You go down this thing of mythologies and da-da-das. If you don't bring it all back to self, it's gonna take you further from self. That's what's annoying you about it. There are other spiritual practices that if you don't make it all about self, it'll still bring you to yourself. You just say to him, it's all you. Okay, then it doesn't matter then. You can get annoyed, but it won't be bad. It won't be negative. He's actually studying himself. He's studying archetypal blocks in himself through that metaphor. And you know that. And you know that, and you're like, well, it doesn't need to study himself. I can tell him himself. Sometimes we need to do it for ourselves. Sometimes we need to take the long road so that we feel we have value to ourselves. He needs to feel valuable to himself in the long run. He has to be his own hero. Cover your crown for a few days and watch what happens. Interesting. I'm going to wear a hat for the next few days. Oh, like that. Jesus, he's feeling tell him he's feeling powerless. Tell him he's feeling powerless because he doesn't know that he's everything and everyone. Because think about it. Even if he did that, all he would be doing is attaching himself to his own idea. Always look at it from God's point of view. From the absolute's point of view. He is still the absolute. There is no worst case scenario, actually. All worst case scenarios are redeemable. And then there's going to be a depth of insight. So it'll all be for good in the long run. Demons access our thoughts first. Yeah, it's all that, yeah. So you get karmic seeds. A demon and an angel are karmic seeds that you then have to entertain psychologically to build. So if he entertains it, that's cool. If you entertain him entertaining it, that's okay. But you don't have to entertain him entertaining it. You can let him do it, but you're not entertaining it, which means it's not going to get powered up. As much as if you were annoyed that he's powering it up, because then you'd be powering it up actually, thinking that he's the one doing it because you're blaming him, but you're the one there too. It's all good. Your voice for so many. Wait, did you answer if there's a way my dragon? Yes, 100%. I didn't say that, no. Your dragon said that directly to you. You see? Now I'm redundant. It's like, how do I fix my fridge? I don't know. You're a refrigeration mechanic. Okay. I think I'm going to change the carburetor. Okay, do it. And then you fix your own fridge, and I'm like, okay. Can I go home now? Hey, brilliant, Sierra. That was great. That was, yeah. I know if I look at the Akashic wheel, your dragon just went and said that to you. So ask for something. Ask for a sign. Ask for like a little gold pendant. 24 karat gold. You can sell it there. Go take it straight to the pawn shop. No, it's mad. No, sell it straight away, Sierra. Well, a lot of tickets and some nice like pizzas and stuff. God manifested a diamond. Yeah, sell it. Just go take it to Forbes straight away. Sell whoever buys diamonds. Shame. Sai Baba, the main miracle dude who could literally make anything happen. Like fucking pull plates of food out of sand, pull things, do things, vaburi, whatever. He could do anything, literally. Lots of stuff. There was a family that was a business family in India, and they were like getting bankrupt, and he's like, please, Swami, will you help us, And he's like, yeah, no problem. Let's go. So he goes, takes him to the kitchen, in the living room, and says, look there. And so they look into the kitchen, giant pot of gold coins falling out of this thing. And they're like, and he's like, no, come let's go. So he basically makes them go with him the whole day to all the other ashrams and shows them all the feeding schemes where they feed people and charity work. He basically tortures them the whole day because they want to get back to the actual gold coins and get it and go and sell it at the, Anyway, he eventually he takes them home and drops them off. He lets them keep it. They ended up selling it, obviously, got their business going, and then they now run lots of charities. In other words, he said, God said to them, listen, you got this right. You know how to make money in this world. You know how to do that. You're business people. You know adding value. You know good business practices. Fine. But what good is all this wealth if you're not going to use it for your salvation? In other words, if you're not going to use it for karma charity, if you're not going to use it for karma yoga. In other words, if you're not going to be abundant to help others, what's the use of the abundance? You can only squeeze so much joy out of money. Pretty cool. I love listening to those stories. It reminds me of myself. No, my own inner energies. All the stories are echoes of self. You thought diamond, brilliant. And then sell it, because it's funny. Think about it. I think it's funny because God is like, I want to have faith, so give me a sign. That's worth money. That's like, so the idea of being superficial, it's like there's divine and then there's superficial. I love the idea of joking about that, making it be superficial, but in a humorous way. You're like, I'm still a human, I still got to eat, that kind of thing. It's like, thanks for the magic, I'm still going to sell this. As opposed to some people be like, no, if you get a trinket or something that's been manifested out of the divine, surely you should keep it because it's valuable and it means more than the money. It's like, no, sell it. If it's worth $2,000, fucking sell it, Start a small business. Because it still comes down to the fact that it's all you with you, and it's all you, and you doing it all, the magic and the non-magic. You're the one that makes the superficial, non-superficial, and it all is within you. It all comes down to how you define your relationship with yourself. That is God, that is divine, that is all there ever will be. The rest of this is just echoes off of that fact. Thank you. I don't know who there was a thank you energy came in now. To whoever says that, I say the universe is thanking itself or waking itself up. Okay, whatever. I don't know what that means. Where should I put this? Like the universe, like, here's a trophy for waking me up. I'm like, thanks. You can have it back. You woke me up. And you're like, no, you woke me up. No, you. Hey, we should sell the trophy. It's real gold. Keep the sentimental and sell the high value stuff. Yeah. Sell the high value stuff. The thing is, you can do that. You are, once you understand the magic and you actually understand the dynamic of it, you're allowed to do that. You can fuck up economies if you want. You're allowed to do that. You are. It's fun because there's beings that'll say you're not allowed to do that, and they'll send people to hunt you, and you can play, hide and go seek with yourself. They'll think they're chasing another being. You'll know better. That's the ultimate knowledge, that it's all self and that everything you're ever going to experience is a magnified echo, a reflection of your relationship with yourself. That's the big that's the third dispensation. That was the golden ages. That was what came so naturally from the beginning of this year. Known it for 4 years, said it for 4 years, but it was like saying it while, it's like saying it while hail's hitting you in the face, as opposed to being able to naturally want to say it with no... It is what it is. I'm going to... Bella, good morning. I'm just going to say I'm going to log off now. No, I'm not logging off. Miss Bella. Hi, Bella. I'm hanging out with you. How you doing? I want to store for ice cream, Crystal. We're all connected. We're like those frogs in E.T. I literally, before reading your sentence, ice cream, my mind was like, I want ice cream this morning. What ice cream did you get? Tin Roof. Rum and raisin. I thought of rum and raisin before, personally, I want to feel like rum and raisin. But I got Tin Roof or some kind of like triple chocolate from you. What did you end up getting? Let it be known, I've set the intention to meet with them. Seriously, take it to the next level. Meet the dragon, cognitively remember your dreams, learn from it, hang out with it, spend 1,000 years in your dream time, come back a master of masters. Blink cars into people's driveways. We have that access to that power. There's nothing you can't. Your imagination, Sarah, that's all it is. It's limitless. So meet your dragon in your dream time and unpack your divine nature. Show off. 5,000 fish, nothing. Show off. Crops. You can blink entire crops. What? There's poverty. There's a crop famine. No, there isn't. You fall asleep smiling. You wake up and you hear, crops appearing out of nowhere. What the fuck? You're just smiling. Go make a cup of coffee. That's what this is all about. We're headed there. I definitely confirm. 100%. In fact, I plan on being in that dream, sitting on a mountain watching you, just to make sure, everything is good in the higher realms. Sarah's talking to her dragon. thingies over there, healing thingies over there, doing a specialty class, teaching other avatars how to heal. They're teaching how to do it over there. This is happening here. And then Jesus is sitting in a tree with a t-shirt saying, "What would Jesus do?" Just to irritate me, because they should never have renamed you. He's like, it's just another name. Every name is me. Good point, Lord. I guess. I like my ego, the divine ego. That's half. It's a fun character. What would Sierra do? Your dragon's got a t-shirt. What would Sierra do? It is. It's a white t-shirt with purple rings on the arms. What would Sierra do? The mentor I'm working with wants to work at night during the same time. That's a funny, Bella. Yay! Yay, Bella. I like the idea of spiritual jealousy. That's like God. That's like, God, I want you to meet my other guru. What's your other guru? You're only one guru. And then you like take me to a mirror. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't like him. He's up to no good. Hey, I'm talking. What the fuck are you looking at? Don't like him. Bella, you can do better. Come, let's go. Come away from him, Bella. I'll take you away from the mirror. Yo, Garth. What Garth? Jim Carrey, weird looking. Jeebus. So you're sharing this live a lot, and you're new, so you're okay. So someone that got blocked created a brand new account. Okay, you need to stop sharing though, because you're not going to help, and then it's just going to be you're going to end up. I'll end up blocking you. You won't be able to come to my account. You have to open up another account. So stop sharing, please. Thank you. Yeah, I know. And why don't you just sub? Then you can talk to us. You know. I will block you. It's easy to do. It takes you longer to make a new account than it does for me to block. So be stubborn. That's what God says to me. Oh, hilarious. Anyway, that's why I want to assure you that you are. Thank you. I was also joking, Bella. I was also joking because he is you, me, him, us. I'm not. My ego's transcended. Why didn't you get to join us? Hey, Bella? Would you want to do that? You, me, him, and three of us do a thing together. Thank you, Bella. Thank you. Because if you told him that, he'd be like, I'm better. See, I'm the person who said, no, she can have the baby. That'd be quite cool. Because obviously he's got, anyone you interact with, Bella, is going to be great. It's going to still be a mirror of some aspect of you. Right. Sarah, would you do a joint live? We must do that at some point. I know I semi put it off, but as soon as you guys are ready, I promise you download it, you got your own podcast going, and then you find guests to talk to. Thomas Sawyer, brilliant. Because Bella, while I'm telling you that everything's the same, and I did that metaphor of the mirror, I was thinking of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer going down the river. And where is Boozer? In Mississippi. Right. And Amy, yourself as well, to join these. We must start doing our forum discussions, basically, the group chats. As ignorant are you? No, Sierra. That's a confidence. Hear that, bird? Confidence, Sierra. So even if you were perfect and brilliant and everything you did was a perfect mirror of everyone else and exactly what we needed, but you didn't believe that, then it wouldn't be any use. So it's confidence is what you're going to build up for yourself. You're going to manifest a diamond here, chat to your dragon there. Over time, confidence must be achieved without going over the mark, because then it becomes arrogance. And you've experienced a lot of arrogant people that you can't stand. So you really don't want to ever become an arrogant person. This is why you're slowly approaching it. Approaching confidence, even though you're really perfect and brilliant. Better we got us because now TikTok's added a new feature where you can literally have a full-on 9 people discussing. I just think it'll be so much fun. And it'll cross-pollinate people, and others will find us doing it and go, what's going on here? Look what they're talking about. That's what I was thinking. Because guys, nothing we talk about, other humans aren't going to go, I was just thinking that. We know we're reflections of each other. We know everything. So you can throw the dart. It will land in the dartboard. I guarantee it. Just be authentic. Authentic is your code. It's the code that will connect with the other hearts. The heart minds of others. We've got an amazing thing going here. So I'm going to be going live again a bit later today, but I think this morning session should be the one where we all jump in together. That's a classic. So Amy, what I'm actually going to do, my moderators, I've got a bunch of moderators from back in the day. I'm going to actually add you guys as moderators just for this, just so you've got mod signs. And then yeah, please, let's do that. Let's do it. So anytime from the very next live, I'm going to start I've said that lots, I know. I'm pretty sure the next one I will. So Bella, please officially tell what's his name he's invited and get him to maybe put a notification on for when I go live, that kind of thing. Brilliant, Bella. I'll do it now, actually. Sierra! Thank you. Let me do this quickly. Here we go. Moderators. Oh, no ways. Crystal, she's still a moderator. Crystal from, that started this. Okay, I'm not going to read your messages now. I'm on my moderator list. Busy removing all my moderators. This is hectic. I haven't used my moderators because of you guys being subbed for so long that I don't even remember half these people. Mally is still a moderator. Sorry about this. I'll be there now. No ways. This is so classic. Okay, cool. Let's go. Okay, who's first? Amy! Okay. Amy is a moderator! You can mute people, Amy, if you don't like their voices. Sometimes shut the fuck up. Shut up! And you can make them stop talking. Bella! Out of the moderator! Hey, moderator! Bella, you can tell people to shut the fuck up. You can tell them, you can mute them now. So you're moderator and you can tell them to shut the fuck up. Fireworks! Want to be a moderator? Too bad, you're a moderator. You can tell people to shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'll stop saying that now. That should get a bit annoying. I'm drunk with power. Yeah, you can. You are, Bella. You can do whatever you want now. It's all yours. You can bribe and you can embezzle and all kinds of things. Where is Sierra? Ta-da, Sierra. Where's Karen? Is Karen around? Karen, talk. I'm going to have to learn how to do all the things. It's just basically mute, and you can do polls. If we're discussing something and you get an idea, you go, oh, I'll do a poll. Let everyone vote and see what they think. So you can do polls, you can pin a comment, and then you can mute people. And I've taken away the blocking ability from everyone because I don't want, you guys won't block, but I've had it where people would block people because if you block or mute, I don't get to see what it is you blocked or muted. So I want to know what that offense is that would block someone. I don't mind not knowing what the mute offense is. Or I'm sure I'll get told if you do mute. My shadow emerges. You have to embrace it. It has to be equal. You know? You have to get equal. It has to, your soul has to get equal time with both parents. You're good and you're bad. Your good is pretentious. Your bad is also. They made out of each other. Both don't actually exist. I didn't block. I have muted for 30 seconds. Brilliant. And that's fun doing that. Because remember, this chat is sub only. The afternoon I'm going to have it as open. You guys are going to enjoy it. If you're around for the open one, it's really fun because then you're going to see some people trying to be annoying and you mute them for 30 seconds and then when they're unmuted they carry on and then you mute them for a minute and then you can mute them for the whole thing and then you'll see them. Just be careful as well because like with Crystal, when she was in my live, she said I'm really good at playing with the trolls. So trolls, you don't want to make it obvious how you feel about them. Because then they are playing that. They want to be the irritation. They will make another account come straight back. So if they annoy you a few times, and then you casually block them, they won't know why you suddenly basically mess with your pattern. Or don't, it doesn't matter. I'm just letting you guys know, because they could get on your nerves. There's a relentlessness to a troll. How many hours from now? 3 hours, 20 minutes. I'm going to do a second live every day at 12 again, 12 to 4. It's been so good. As you can see, TikTok's fixed its algorithm, so you can viral again. The whole year, it wouldn't let you viral. Now it's fixed, which means my second live will have up to 50 people in it. It'll have more people, lots of people in it, basically. It's very good. I've taken on 400 more followers in the 24 hours. My channel's growing again because I've gone back to doing my old school face stuff. And again, it's firing. What's my numbers on now? 90,000 views. Woo! That's in less than 48 hours, basically. And here's the beauty. Here's the beauty. Do you get that? 9,500 reposts. So it's early days. This video will go to 1 million views. And it'll happen over the next 5-6 days. So if I go live twice a day for the next 5-6 days, I'll end up with 5,000 more followers. I really want to push my subscribers back up. And I know that us doing forum discussions will help that. There's a whole world of people out there hungry for what we do, basically. Each one of us should be making some kind of a living out of this. Even if it's a side hustle that makes more money than our main hustle. Nothing more valuable than knowing the self. What time is it for you now that I can calculate? Okay, it's currently 8:45 in the morning. And it'll be a 4-hour second live, so it'll be quite long. Rad Karen. Are you up 8,500? No ways. So very similar like when Crystal was around. It'll be that kind of that. I know I'm at the beginning of another one of those surges. What happened at the beginning? This all happened basically. So I want to take advantage of it. That's why it'd be a really good opportunity to introduce all of you people, to whoever's going to be watching. That's why us doing together lives is really smart. Because out of literally this live already, 2,000 people have been in and out of this live. You know how many people that is? Do you know what opportunity doing a live where you're all discussing how many people are going to get their eyes on you and go, I resonate with Bella. Oh no, I want to speak to Sarah. I like the way she saw it. I liked Amy's feedback on what they were discussing. So they're going to want to go and check out your stuff, want to chat to you, see what you offer. Amy, is it later maybe? Because I did my one live, I started... Today's one will be the pattern that I'll repeat every single time. And you'll see it. I think it's going to be longer, and I think everyone will be able to catch it. Because it'll go long. It'll go to 4. So basically, it'll go to 8 hours from now. I'm in charge of making the videos for Secret Knock, so they will... I am in any capacity, if Crystal. I still think it'd be really cool to do a really clever, like Bumblebee. The way Bumblebee, I didn't take enough time to do it, but Bumblebee uses different, a song or a phrase he uses different human sounds to talk. So the same idea, whatever's very popular, but it must be a sentence, it must actually say something, but it must be segments from different popular cultural things, so that the person's glitching. Like AI has finally pulled enough data together to try and talk, that kind of thing. Okay, so then it'll be 1, then 3 hours later. Oh, actually, it's 4 in the morning. But it'll go to your 8 in the morning, Amy. Yes. 100% Sierra. Yes. Mass produce them, put them on Spotify. Go, Sierra. Mass produce them and put them on Spotify. Spotify pays the best, pays better than YouTube, pays better than anywhere. So I join you. No, you're. Oh, no, okay. You're 6. Your 6 is when I start. Your 6 in the morning is when I'm going to start. I will play at a party called Luminous. Sorry. Hectic, Karen. And that's why I've decided to do the second one. I feel really bad keeping you awake until like 3 and stuff. A lot of people on that side. And it was really sweet yesterday. The person was like, thanks for going live for us on the West Coast. I really appreciate it. Because what's nice about the second one is a lot of people will join and listen, and then we'll be talking, and then towards the end, people will be like, wow, that was a really good one. I really enjoyed that. And it's nice to see that there's a bunch of people who are just sitting here going, whoa, basically learning from us. Because with the conversations we're having, if you were psychotic, you would realize we're having the same conversation every day, back to front. So really what people are listening to when it comes to us is they're listening to themselves, actually. And when that penny drops, that's when this becomes interesting and wow. It would be miraculous if I ever, but maybe a good reason to start. It really is. It really is. It's an awesome feeling, Bella. It really is. But you that to me, I'm that to you, you know what I mean? It is. Especially because most of us haven't just got here now. We haven't just fallen out of a coconut tree. I love Kamala. You know, Kamala means lotus. You know, basically what are they going to say now? We haven't just fallen out of a coconut tree. We live in the context and the time that we... No, what I was going to say is... we've been on a spiritual journey for a while. And it's nice that there's a hunger for it now. Nice. It is an awesome response, but it really is. It really is. Da-na-na-na. Cool. I'm going to log off in 2 minutes so that I can break and eat and reset for the next live. Exactly. Exactly. And we don't hold any animosity. We're not going to facetiously play with the minds of the weak. No, I'm just kidding. We're not. I mean, we're not. Oh, dang it. Why did you say that? And there is literally zero that. We got here because we escaped the belief in others. You know, we escaped the belief in normies. Still not normies. I'm such a great energy. Thank you for all the support. Absolute pleasure, Amy. And thank you for again being here. For lending your divine grace to our equation. Sure, Crystal. Willingness to show for yourself is good. Sure. Right back at you, Crystal. Bella, thank you so much for the music notes, or the music player. The Dragon of many names. Duplicity, or multi thingy diddy. Swiss Army knife, basically. My dragon can do anything, but it won't choose sides, just like a Swiss Army knife. Don't go. Okay, cool. I'm pretty much going to log off. Everybody have a super rest of your evening, sleepy, whatever, and I'll speak to you all later. With all of you laughing, we must do that sometime. We have to. You can't do it at Teletubbies' place. The Teletubbies set is there. I think they filled it in. It's like ponds now. It's a giant pond. I know. I pictured us doing it on the Teletubbies set, but they filled it in with water. Yeah, awesome. If you're gonna be around, it'd be great. You too, Amy. Are you getting helicopters? Yes. That's a UFO crash. Retrieval, bunch of cunts. Sorry, a bad language. Excuse my language. I can feel their intent, and I'm going to go and help the aliens. Yeah, that is a retrieval, another crash. They're doing it on purpose. There is a group of military that uses a certain radar wave, and it fucks with the technology. It fucks with organic technology, basically, the aliens' technology. There's still a game. As long as every human doesn't know that they're each other, there's still going to be a game to play on the planet. There's still going to be a cat and mouse back and forth. It's more than one helicopter, Bella. Pretty much every day game, yeah. I'm not. I just keep looking there to look at what's trending. I just want to make sure you are okay. Always. No, always. I've got a built-in thing. I ran 7 simulations where I'm not. How one cannot be okay. Why? When it's not okay. What happens when I've studied that and I've put safeguards in place so that every human who goes on this journey is safe in the same capacity. I personally, I don't hate anything, but as God, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's rigging a divine structure being rigged so that you end up condemned for seeking God. That's what I've personally fixed. It's attached to the mental illness on the planet, and it's attached to one's own mind attacking itself because it doesn't know that it's everything. As long as you know you're everything, you can't hunt yourself. That's what it comes down to. It's in the 14th chapter of my book, basically. It's quite funny. It's like, now that you know everything, you got to figure out, you need to understand your mind will hunt you down like a dirty animal. You must now make friends with your mind and neutralize it, which is the same as your mind drowning you because you can't walk on the surface of it. We've mastered this. I've mastered this, and you guys have all mastered this, and others who will start to discover this won't go down the same paranoid paths, because you should be paranoid. You know what I mean? If you don't know it's all you, be paranoid. It's out to get you. But if you know it's all you, what's out to get me? Exactly nothing. You're nothing. Left-hand path, you're nothing. Right-hand path, you're unity, and you can feel the intent of all of creation. Welcome to the God realization. I'm going to log off now. So who was the guardian angel that was with me when I was... That was actually Gabriel, Sarah. That's a whole other conversation. That's another thing. That's out of my, I'm not allowed to, that's Gabriel, that's the actual archangel, an actual universal archetype that is present in everything. It's a relationship between life and death. How they're the same thing. They're the same thing in flux. They both get transcended. The one can't exist without the other, and they both get transcended. And then eternal self, which is what we're working on here. So literally, when you asked me that question, I had to now flash on what it was, and I basically got, because Gabriel's, it's a strong light, It makes my ego a bit nervous to reference it, The universe personally is looking after you. You know that. You are the universe. You as well, Bella. Right back at you. Okay, cool. Logging up now, I'll never get out of here. I'll be back in 3 hours. Bye. Stay amazing.